25-yard line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No. 3 down. Hey, ram.
Slam. Second down, Smallwood. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Called an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's it, baby.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down.
Off the play fake to Kamara. Breeze trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
20! Great.
So after the INT, here's the pass. Inside. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But he lost 6 there on the first down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Let's 5-3. Let's 5-3.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. Defenses and guys' weak spots in order to get open.
Dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, other side. Solid. Here we go. Waiting! What's this on?
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game.
81,
Keep
81.
handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they're getting the 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And Tate's got it. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, over here, over here.
They give the small one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Complete to Smallwood. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield,
come on now,
across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
47.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
47.
They'll give it to him in the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Wendell Smallwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure for the wild card divisional. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down.
On the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and he usually backs it up in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and
It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
They'll get it up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are again an extra point to win this thing out. Looks good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Listen!
First and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hang in there now, hang in there now.
Lead his guys up first and 10.
Ram.
And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Run.
Comes to Smallwood. Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles.
And we're expected to stay on and don't slap during the game.
Come on now. Let's go.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
On second down, here's Wentz. He finds the rookie from South Dakota State, Dallas Goedert, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's third and 2.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Listen!
Now Wentz. He's able to find Hawkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Go. Lady! What's on?
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
We got 3.
Hey, stack.
Check.
Come on.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Great 15.
Throwing his Wentz. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you.
Come on now.
Behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's throwing the ball to start the game. Give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hang in there now.
Strong right.
Let's 5-2.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We waiting? We go 21. 22, check. Ready, what's that?
Ready to get to the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
4 down.
Under.
Leads on 3rd down. Going deep for he's got it in. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance can drive a team towards the victory.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. throw. It's Breeze. Smith catches left side. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half.
Here we go, here we
We're
go.
back to New Orleans after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Everyone's got four. Ready, let's go.
Rolling on first down is Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Ready. Ready. Ready, let's go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near your defensive rim and just get it to him easily. Once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Get set, get set, get set.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Breeze rolling on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Alert, alert. Where's that?
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Looking for the gun. It's Breeze. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going
break it
back
down,
to
fellas,
it.
break it
I
down.
guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll look to Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. All day, just like that.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The final shot before Hamler wins. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation. And this ball will be adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him,
break it down, fellas, break it
just
down.
takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Now Breeze. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So a good pick up there, 20 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Breeze on the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Breeze now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got. Hey, easy. Watch the safety creep. Play set.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense,
Go,
get the
go.
ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be
Let's go.
seen, but they got the first
Run,
part
run.
done very well.
Do people use grease balls or use their magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you felt that one.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the
Hang in there
finisher.
now, hang
A
in
really
there now.
nice run.
Watch out, watch out. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Two times, baby.
Come on now. Oh, come on now. Let's go.
You got three down.
Push on.
Now he'll take here on first down. And try to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility in some of those hands. They're trying to get the ground game going with Ingram. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go. Come on, get set, get set. Double tight. 4 down. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and some. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that
Here we go.
big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college, maybe went to Huntington Junior College, before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey. 4 down. Check 42, man. Check. 21.
Leads this one with Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time. Well, maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. That goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him
82,
here.
82. What's your son?
Trying to check out the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert.
List 5-7. Please. Great.
First down, Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
What's your son?
3 down.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw it. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Come on now. Let's go.
Hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Go.
They'll run. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
I think get much better than this for an opportunity.
They will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have cut it down to the score. Elliott good on the extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. That's good coach used to say that all the time.
Ready,
take over.
And that's caught inside the 45. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. The Braves finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
Get set.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating where he is, and it was the navigation of the ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Let's start the game with Smallwood. Past the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Start him out.
82, 82.
Already.
What's this?
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 11 yards reset time, and it produces a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's
go. Great.
5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey.
They pitch back to Smallwood. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
We got 3.
It's now a throw. A dump off to Smallwood. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Shorty.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here we go. 120.
They run small. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
3 down.
Here we go. 120.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line. It's not much there right now.
There's the offensive play caller. That may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Get set.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last
Hey,
drive,
watch that.
territory, why would you change it like that? Instead of being confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
It's the secondary. They really look clueless.
It was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
We got 4. Ready. We waiting. 58's Mike. 58's Mike.
Now a 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Two times. Even. 4 down. Even. Watch 42. Play shot.
Again, it's command. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave them with a long 3rd and 13. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight right. 4 down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
Please, please.
Through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58's the mic.
50.
And they will take a knee here.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Play set.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, The great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy rock star like